Greetings and welcome to the podcast. I'm here with Colin for Video Game Book Club. The rules are simple. One person picks a game and you got to beat that game in a month. Then you get to pick the next game when everyone beats the game and your time comes around, etc., etc. Stray. Stray was you're a cat. I mean, I played Neo 2. I played The Witcher 3, and I'm playing Last Epoch. None of them let you be a cat.
So Stray's the best.
Sorta. I'm fucking grinding Last Epoch right now, dude. I got a hardcore no trade run going on. It's pretty fun.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
So, like, if I die, he goes to standard core, but I just delete him.
Oh, so it's like a Pokemon Nuzlocke.
Yeah. It's pretty sick. One of the best ARPGs I've played since Path of Exile. In reality, I'm just burning time until Tekken 8. You
Still
getting
no
that?
Mortal Kombat? Yeah, I'm
No,
getting it.
no Mortal Kombat.
You're gonna spend 70 on Tekken?
Yeah, that's why I'm not spending 70 on Mortal Kombat. Games are too fucking expensive, bro.
You might have to wait till tax season to afford
Yeah,
Tekken.
yeah.
Uh,
Dude, I honestly, instead of paying $1,000 for a muffler, I could have just like saved myself $900 and put a straight pipe on it.
then you
Because
can't pass inspection, dude.
the car is not that loud. I don't know if straight pipes pass inspect. Listen, if you can roll a lift kitted diesel with two fat stacks
No, no,
blowing
no, no,
fucking coal,
no,
dude.
no. You can do that, but that doesn't mean you can do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they like switch them out at the last second.
They do.
Here.
That's what you do. It's stupid.
Ridiculous. This game started off strong. Like you're chilling with your cat homies, you're licking each other, you're playing with shit. I enjoyed being a cat. I didn't necessarily enjoy the puzzles or the gameplay, but being a cat was sick.
I This game is insane. It is it is the most realistic depiction of a cat.
Yeah.
Because the first chapter, you fall down a hole, and the other cats don't give a fuck,
Nope.
which
And
is it's a cat thing to do.
straight spoiler alert, they never give a fuck.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, the whole game is pointless. The whole game is being a cat. All the shit is happening around you, and you're just a cat. Like people are like, we gotta break out, and you're like, meow. Like you don't. It doesn't fucking matter. The
Yeah.
cat does not care.
You can meow during cutscenes, dude.
Like at no point did I go, this cat like cares.
So like I think 40% of my time, very short game by the way, 40% of my time was running around doing cat shit. I was getting on tables, knocking shit over, dude.
Dude, once I found I could scratch walls and fuck up people's rugs, I was dying laughing. When you
Yeah.
go in the house and you're just fucking the rug up, I'm like, yeah, this is a cat, dude.
You at one point somebody drops paint in front of a
This,
business, so I walk through the paint and just run around the fucking place,
dude,
dude.
right in the beginning of the game, you have to like get into that first house and you just fucking knock paint into his house. Paint's all over. It's like as you're like smacking it off the ledge.
Uh I don't think it did the robots are people 2 thing better than any of the other robots are people 2 games.
No, no, I think everything. No, this game's about being a cat. I'm serious. Like the whole story is so. Even like you save all these fucking robots, and you just go to bed.
Yeah, you pass out and then you leave.
The shit's crazy.
And it's like I don't know if you under I don't even know if the cat understands what's being said to them. Like I know you controlling the cat understands, but
No,
like
100%. The cat doesn't give a fuck, dude. I'm like convinced that this game's actually pointless,
It is, cause I mean, the whole time I just wanted to get back to my homies, cause I thought that was
which
like a
never
thing.
happens and was
No,
kind of disappointing. But also, it kind of was like the final bow tie on this game because none of this game matters, and I think it's hilarious.
yeah. And then you got the boogers, dude. I liked the boogers. The booger
Boogers.
fucking yeah, the booger enemies that jump on
You,
you.
you mean the Zerks?
Yeah, I thought they were the good guys. I thought that, like I had to make them like be nice, but no, they're just like assholes. I
Also, this cat's indestructible. You fall down that hole, and then your like legs are broken, and then they're fine after you walk 5 feet.
yeah, there's like little sections where you like can only walk and then you can run 2 seconds later. Obscene catting going on, dude.
Even what like so like at one point you get this robot guy, and they put this backpack on you, and it like fucks the cat up.
Yeah, they're like crawling around and
Yeah,
pissed. No, I definitely felt like a cat. Like you go full speed and you start fucking running around, dude. And then you turn really fast and they don't have any like traction on their feet.
yeah. The turning was kind of ass. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Well, it controls like a cat.
No, I think a cat's a little more. You can get a shitty turning cat, but I don't know. It could
I,
have got an upgrade or something.
yeah, speaking of upgrades, I was a little bit disappointed in my cat customization. I wish I could like make my cat look how I want it to.
What do you mean? What
Well,
DLC armor?
it's like I'm an orange cat. What if I wanted to be a black and white cat? What if I wanted to be a gray cat with a fluffy tail?
Y- Yeah, but that's like you can say that for like any single player games. Like if you're playing as well, I guess you. I don't know. It's different now because every game has customization. But if you go back like 10
Yeah.
years, you just played that character. But
Yeah.
now you can even customize fucking Mario. So
Very linear point A to point B experience, which was refreshing after all of the open world shit that I've been doing. Cause, dude, like when I was playing Witcher, I was just like, this world's fucking big, dude, and I'm never gonna do all of it. So I'll
I don't
just
know.
sit at a table and play cards.
Well, we also played so much open world shit this year.
Yeah.
Played like 3 or 4 open world games. Definitely burnt out on open world.
I think they did a decent job incorporating doing cat shit in the missions. Like the whole last mission, you're just like being the most cat you can be. You're fucking up chords, you're walking on keyboards. Oh, that's another thing. You walk on a keyboard at some point in the
Right.
game and it does all the letters, which I thought was really sick.
That, I like, and you have to do it too to unlock the door. You just keep walking on it and hitting the buttons.
Yeah. I was a bad cat, dude. I loved fucking shit up.
I think that's the best part about this game is like, it's not just a game that like, it's like this linear puzzle game that you happen to play as a cat. I think they actually designed it as like if you were a cat. It's like a
Yeah.
cat experience.
And it's kind of like a monkey paw type thing, double-edged sword, because like when you did stuff that wasn't cat stuff, like shooting the boogers with the beam, it's like a cat wouldn't fucking do that. You know, that's not the
Yeah,
wave. That's not what we're doing here.
but I get it because they needed like some sort of gameplay other than just walking around.
Yeah,
So I mean, I guess they could have made it a walking simulator. It kind of is, but not really.
a little bit. Well, sometimes they're like, this is exactly what you have to do. All right, do this. We're gonna make sure you can't fuck it up. We're gonna lock it into place. And then other times, like, you had to jump on top of security cameras, and I couldn't find them to save my fucking life.
Oh yeah,
It was when
that
you were
was
trying to get the hat and the vest.
that part of the game has. I don't know if you saw it. I tried to find a video, I couldn't, and I wish I recorded it. When you go into the bar, there's a robot huffing duster. It's the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. He's literally getting fucked up at the bar with a can of Duster,
That's sick.
which is so fucking funny.
But yeah, like fucking I was down to like just be in a cat crew, and then like as soon as you're in this robot world, immediately I'm like I don't give a fuck about any of these people. And then you have to for the rest of the game. So that was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, it's just weird because I know the cat doesn't care. So it's like I didn't care. Like they try to make it like they try to get you to care, and I cared even less because when you get out, you don't even find the other cats.
No, no,
So it's
it ends as soon as you dip out.
so it's like why even care about the robots?
And it's like, oh, find the story and unlock the memories of what happened. And it's like I literally could not give any less fucks. There was no incentive for me to be like, oh, why is this world post-apocalyptic? I think the game would have been better if it was just humans. If you were just a cat in a regular village fucking shit up.
Yeah, because the robots don't really care.
Yeah, I want
Because
I want like a dude to be pissed that I'm fucking his wall up.
yeah, because a robot's not gonna care that you're scratching his fucking Turkish rug.
Yeah. I want to dodge brooms and chase birds and fucking get mice, do cat shit. But surprisingly, like all the cat shit was optional.
Some of it was like, I mean, the keyboard knocking, but like they'll have you do it once, but a lot of it is like, yeah, you could just fuck this rug up. There really is no point.
I liked finding sleeping spots. The soundtrack was pretty decent.
The some of the characters were like almost cool, but not really.
Well, like they want you to love this fucking like wiggly antennaed fuck that's following you around all the
How the
time.
square robot.
I didn't go fuck.
Well, every time it's like at one point you go to jail and you got to break out of jail, and they like you don't have the robot and you have to go find it, and it's like, oh, okay, the cat cares because you have to go get it. But then I'm like, no, I could just justify like, oh, the cat just thinks it's a fucking toy and it wants
Yeah.
to go get the toy. Like, the cat doesn't know what's going on.
And then like, well, another thing about the jail sequence, I thought I was waiting for somebody to like, because I sat in the little cage for like way too long.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, because like my gamer instincts didn't kick in that I was supposed to like just wiggle out of it.
You thought
I thought it was like, oh yeah, wait for the guy, and I'm sitting there, and like 2 minutes go by. I'm like, I gotta get out of here, don't
that,
I?
that's crazy because like the first instinct is usually like try to move.
Yeah. Well, it was pretty comfy in that little cage.
The game does a good job of like directing you though, without telling you what to do. There's no map or anything, and I never
No,
got lost.
no map. Never got lost. Didn't need like a little fucking like this is where you go pointer.
The only part is confusing is when you're in that city and you have to get the hat and the like the all the clothes and then the that shit's confusing.
Yeah, and honestly, most well-versed cat in the universe. I'm reading signs as a cat and shit.
Well, no, it's your robot translating the sign, and I don't really know how the cat's understanding it. I don't think that's explained.
Yeah. And then there's like, oh, big reveal. The little robot was a human before. I'm like, I thought they were all humans before. I thought it was like some Soma shit. It's like,
They were all humans, right?
to my knowledge, like,
Because that's the only thing that makes it like, why would these robots be fucking running a laundromat then? You know,
yeah.
it's a fucking robot. Then
But I mean,
there's that one part of the game too that's fucking. You know, you go to like this tree fort thing.
yeah, kinda.
It's well, you probably don't remember because it lasts 4 seconds. They make it like this big deal about it, like it's like, oh, that's where this guy escaped
Oh
to.
yeah, it's fucking 9 miles tall. Yeah.
Yeah, and you just like there's nothing to do there. You just walk through it. I was like, why is this even here?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a hub place where I like circle around and come back. And I'm at different levels, but no, you just climb up it.
Yeah, that was weird that that was even there. Because like after that, then you're in the city. I'm like, well, that was kind of fucking stupid.
Yeah. And then like people like leave messages for you and they're like look at the lava lamp and like find the clock and then it's like oh well I got the lava lamp but it wasn't the right lava lamp. It is like there's some like discrepancies but nothing that lasts more than like 45 seconds.
Yeah, because it's like you know it's there, so you just gotta run around for a few seconds and you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
How'd you
I
feel about the running away from the Zerk shit? Like, you know where you have to install that thing on the clock tower, or not the clock tower, but like the radio tower. It's in the
yeah,
beginning, because that's like the main gameplay
is
is
running away from boogers.
yeah, and rolling barrels.
Yeah, well, they had one good puzzle where you rolled a barrel through and you had to get like the battery, like the whole fucking factory's running on one Duracell, and you gotta
Oh yeah,
fucking which I liked that puzzle. I didn't have a problem with that puzzle, but when it came to like running around, it was cool for a bit. It kind of outstayed its welcome a little bit. But I
which is
much
bad.
rather run away from shit than to vaporize it with a laser. 'Cause-
Yeah, I liked the running away because it reminded me of like Crash Bandicoot, the boulder levels.
yeah,
It felt like that. Not as cool, but similar.
there's some like there's some like fucking hold being able to hold to run around is pretty sick. Like the parkour, cat parkour, holding the button
Yeah.
is good quality of life. My favorite part was the sewer with the eyes on the wall. I thought that was sick.
Oh yeah, that looked crazy and
It
is
was
never explained
awesome.
to my knowledge.
Yeah, it was sick and it was dope, and I wish they explored more of that because like I much prefer wall like body horror type giant eye thing like weird shit like that than go help the robot find documents. You know, it's like
I remember when I saw the eye, I was like, "This is some baroque shit."
yeah, one of the best sewer levels I've ever seen. Cause that shit, I mean, sewer levels are notoriously shitty. That was a fun sewer level.
Yeah, I thought the game was going to go in more of a horror direction, but then it kind of didn't. Because I didn't really like the levels. Like most, they're really bland.
Yeah,
I do not like a lot of the art direction. Even the big city was like, I don't know. It just didn't really hit. The graphics aren't that good either.
yeah. I mean, they like it seems like they blended like 6 or 7 different art styles. It's like okay, well, this is like a big like cool looking tree house with overgrown like plants and shit, and then it's like okay, here's the cyberpunk esque city, but like everything is I don't know, it feels like shallow, I guess is the best
Yeah.
way to put it. Cause they never go like full in. I mean the game's pretty and the soundtrack's decent, but
You think it's pretty?
I mean it's
I know it's not like a triple A like huge budget game, but I don't know. I had the graphics cranked all the way up, and then I went and like, oh, they must be on low, and I'm like, this kind of does not look that good.
yeah, I mean the art style, the attempt is there. Like I'm it's noticeably like you're trying to make it look good and they did in some aspects and they did not in other aspects.
Well, I
Um
think like the buildings look good and like environments look good, but then like the cat looks like shit. I think
yeah, horrible.
it looks like it doesn't even look like it has fur. It looks smeared, and I was like, why does
Yeah.
it look like this?
And it's like all of his fur is like mesh particle.
Yeah, it's really strange, but the levels look good. Like all the trash everywhere. That stuff looks good, but
I
the
hated the
cat.
nightclub. The nightclub sucked.
No, love the nightclub, dude. There's a robot in there with the best dance I've ever seen. He is killing it.
um the game has frame rate issues. I had frame rate issues.
I did not.
it would like it would like load shit, and then like I'd get probably bottlenecked at CPU or whatever, and I'd be running at like 5 FPS for like 20 or 30 seconds, and I'm like, what is this?
That is weird. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't remember anything like that. I don't think anyway. The controls felt kind of floaty to me though.
a little bit, yeah.
Like it wasn't not that this game requires any precision at all.
No,
Like
well,
all the jumping is prompt.
the floatiness was great if you're not like if you don't have to be precise. Like I love running around. Like
Yeah.
running around in a house was my favorite thing to do. Um, ooh, it has like little shit that's fun. I got a bag stuck on my head and all my controls got
Oh,
fucked up.
that shit was so fun.
I'm like, that's sick, dude. It's
And I'm
like
like I was like my cat did this.
it's just I like little things like that. They did good cat shit. Apparently there's a whole bunch of optional shit that I just did not do, but even if I did everything, I don't think the game would have been more than like 6 or 7 hours because I
There's no
cranked this
way.
out in like
Yeah,
4 or 5.
I beat it in 3 hours and 40 minutes, I think.
That's obscene.
And I wasn't even like trying to rush. It was just like,
Yeah, I think I hit like 4:30 and I was fucking around constantly, like
yeah.
all the time. And
I
I
don't
got
even know.
stuck.
Yeah, I don't even know. I got stuck a couple times too. Like, you, you have to go in and make this guy a blanket because he's a pussy.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find his house. And then I
Oh
eventually
yeah.
found it. Because it's in like, they're like, it's right by this, but it was on like the other side. I don't know. That was
Yeah.
kind of confusing.
Didn't have to look up anything, but the progression in this game does loop de loops instead of being a straight path, and that pisses me off because it'll be like you gotta do like X task, but then like you find a guy and then he gives you a side quest, and then to finish that side quest you fucking you go like do a fetch quest, and then you turn in the fetch quest to the side quest, you go to the guy, and then the guy gives you another guy, and then an hour later you do the X task that was originally given to you, and I'm not a fan of that.
You don't you don't like the fetch quest that turns into fetching to get the other fetch and
Yeah, no, it's because fuck the cat doesn't fucking care. I don't care.
yeah.
I'm just thinking I'm like there's there's no way they could get this cat to do that. There's 0% chance.
Maybe I don't know. I could always find my way to justify. I'm like, oh, you need to get wires for the blanket. I'm like, yeah, cats like fucking wires.
Yeah, I don't know. I found myself wanting to interact with more living things, and I don't. This game did not convince me that robots are alive. Other games have. This game did not. I did. Everything was just a robot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This, all the characters are so mid. There's like that guardian guy, not that interesting.
I can't remember a name.
Clementine, isn't that one? I think.
Yeah, nah. I actually, yeah, Clementine. I remembered because what do you call it? Walking Dead.
Yeah, and she's kind of like a big character, I guess, in this game.
Yeah, and Volskaz or whatever. I was waiting for like a cutscene of like what happened, which I'm sure you can get if you collect all the memories. I did not.
Well,
Um,
yeah, that's just that wasn't happening.
yeah, but it's like I don't know because I was looking at people and they're like, "Oh, you should explore this game. There's so much to explore." I'm like, I feel like I explored every inch of this game just by getting lost all the time.
Yeah, I don't. There's like I don't know. There's a lot of like little things, but it's like I'm not gonna go in every house just to hit a ball around or something. It's like
Yeah,
it's cool a couple times, but and there was some side because I know that vendor you can like trade in energy drink cans and shit, but it's just
yeah.
like I'm not doing all that.
Well, I got a side quest item that I was like super fucking invested in because like it wouldn't let me pick it up until I did a whole bunch of like mandatory like speeches. Um, so I was walking around. It was at the big tree house. You get this little flower, and I kept trying to give the flower to anybody, and everyone's like, "That's a nice flower. Somebody will really like that." And then like an hour later, the flower's just out of my inventory. I'm like, "Fuck, dude, what happened to my flower?"
That sucks. And it probably didn't even do anything cool.
No, probably not. Um, this is a game where like it's not like GTA, but it's the only thing I can like put it to, or like Skyrim, like where the best things are the things that you just do on your own, you know?
Yeah.
Like putting the bag on my head was probably the highlight of the entire game because I was fucking zooming around, couldn't go anywhere. I was running into walls. I'm like, this is where I feel the most cat, dude.
Role playing as a cat is the most fun.
Yeah,
Like just doing dumb shit. Like you can turn a TV on and then like watch it.
yeah.
You don't have to, but it's funny because it's like a cat.
I fucked up the whole library. I knocked every book over. I sat there. I slept. I slept for quite some time actually, because I liked the song that was going on. So I'm just like, okay, and I got to the point where it stopped zooming out, and I'm like, I'm good.
You got to make sure to fuck up every couch.
Yeah. There's a
Ruin
dude
them.
laying on a couch in the street, and you can lay on him.
Yep, I did that, and he gets scared, but then he's like, "Oh, it's a cat,"
Yeah.
which makes no sense because how the fuck would he know what a cat is?
Yeah, no, you walk into the city and they're like, what the fuck is that thing? That's pretty much the whole fucking game.
Well, it's like
There's not a
at
lot
the,
going on.
at the end of the day, this is a 3-hour game with a story of. Okay, well, I mean, we could break the story down. It's the story for me is you're just a fucking cat, but the other story they're trying to tell you is there's some robots trapped in a dome with no light, and you got to get outside the dome, and you do.
Yeah, that's it. And I don't want to say it takes itself too seriously, but it doesn't convey the messages that they want to convey effective at all because you're a cat. It would work if you were like another robot or a human or like somebody that would actually like be on this quest, but you're just a cat that lost its way and you're running around and it just gets thrown into this fucking there's like bureaucracy and shit.
There is like a crazy disconnect because, and like I just don't care about and it's because I'm a cat.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for them. I wasn't invested. Like I knew what was going on. I knew what we were doing at every point. But at the same time, it's like this doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, because for me, the real story was getting back with the homies, because
Yeah,
that was sick, and it just never happens.
because that's the cat's goal. The cat doesn't give a fuck about the robots.
And I wish there was like I mean, again, there might be. I don't feel as though I explored this game like full enough, but like I wish I could be outside in the sun more. You don't see the sun all fucking
Yeah,
game.
until the end. But there was a cool cutscene where you can watch the dome thing open. I
Yeah,
liked that. But yeah, the game's just like dark and gloomy.
yeah. And they are a little bit fucking contrived, dude. When the little fucking flying robot is like, I knew from the first hack that it would be too much for me and it would overload my systems and I'm like, oh, this thing dies. Who would have guessed, dude? Wow.
Like part of me thinks like maybe they did it on purpose to make I don't know, but I think they wanted it to be serious. It's just hard to take it serious.
Yeah. More than anything, I wanted the cat to just be like, I don't give a fuck. But then it like lays next to him and it's like, oh, the cat did care because I fucking didn't.
It would be funny if it just swatted the fucking thing out
Yeah,
the
just
window,
beat the shit out of it.
or if it pissed on it. Like
Yeah.
yeah, just pissed on that thing.
Well, that's another thing. Didn't piss, didn't spray, didn't do anything. Don't even know if my cat's a boy or a girl.
I
Like,
was wondering that too. I'm like, when's this thing gonna eat?
yeah, it doesn't eat shit.
I was like, I'm gonna have to eat. Like, no one gave it food.
Yeah, I got more cat food in Dave the Diver than in this game.
That was bugging me. The game's short enough where it's like, I guess the cat wouldn't have to eat. You could say this is one day, but
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Which, if it is one day, one cat dismantles an entire like government system.
Oh yeah. Also, how ridiculous is that? This group, not this group, this race of like cyborg robots hinges their whole fucking existence on a cat,
Yeah.
and they didn't even know what a cat was 10 minutes ago. Like,
And the worst door guard at the end, dude. The door guard's like doors closed, and then you literally hack into the entire mainframe, destroy the entire fucking thing, open the thing, and the guard's like, "Well, doors open. Go ahead."
that ending could have been so much like. You think it's like, oh, I gotta hurt. Like, there's actually some urgency here. Like, they're coming. No, they
Nobody
just
comes.
yeah.
Not a
It's like,
fucking soul.
so you're telling me these robots have been stuck because they couldn't figure out how to get past these fucking termites. Like, that's the only thing was stopping these things from getting out were the fucking little mite things.
Yeah. It still baffles me that they powered an entire factory on one fucking battery, dude. Not
And
even
then you
like a
could,
big battery. It was just like a fucking, oh, here's your remote battery that's half charged, dude. Here's a whole factory. And then
also,
like,
where do you put it?
where do I put it?
No, no, no. Like the cat. How does he carrying all this shit?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, dude. He's got like books and shit,
It's like a
and
magic backpack. And it's like,
yeah. And I got flowers and wire and a helmet and shit, and I'm like, dude, what is
well,
this?
it's like some games you can just. It's like okay, it's like Legend of Zelda. It's just like assumed. But I don't think this game should have me assume that the cat just has like an infinite backpack.
Yeah. The At one point your like little robot friend is like under DEFCON 6 like maximum level security. You break him
Yeah,
out in 2 seconds.
yeah. I hated those fucking sentry robots though.
Yeah, no, I would just run really fast past them.
Yeah, that was
Those are the
usually
things I
they
died
start
the most
shooting, you
to.
just like zigzag.
Yeah. I
Also fucking dumb. You could jump in a box and they just go away.
Dude, Metal Gear Solid. Fucking what was it? At one point I had to go to the abandoned like apartment, and I was stuck in the door, and instead of like pressing A to get down like to the floor because I thought I could just press forward, I was still in the doorway and I got shot and I was
Yep,
pissed.
that happened to me too. That was bullshit.
You do have an option in the menu to not watch the cat die. I didn't do that. But it's good that it's there.
The cat. What do you mean? The cat doesn't even die.
I get that, but I'm just saying like that's an option. There's a little thing that is like show cat death, and I thought the cat was gonna actually like full die, and it was just like it was like the no Russian thing, where you could just like skip it. Um,
That's dumb because it's not like the cat's getting fucking a laser beam blasted through its skull and it's exploding.
that would be crazy if it was like an M-rated gore game where you're just your cat explodes every two
Well,
seconds.
then I would understand turning it off, but like you've seen the death. It's not even. It's like
You lay down. You're taking
it's
a
like
nap.
It's like Mario falling in a hole, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. Overall, it was pretty mid, but it
I don't.
offered something that no other game has. Like this is the best cat game. Slim
It,
pickings, but
it was a game where it's like some points be like, this game's not that good. And I'm like, this game's fucking the best cat game ever, and I love it. And that I don't know, I'm very like back and forth with if it's actually good or if I think it's just funny that a robot does Duster and you're a cat.
yeah. This is the only game that directly correlates your enjoyment to how much you enjoy cats. Like, if you're a big cat person, you've probably already played this game before.
Oh yeah, if you don't like cats, this game's not even like it's stupid.
Yeah.
Because it's only funny because I know cat shit.
But yeah, no, I just wish there was more little things. Cause like sometimes the cat was playing with the thing, and I'm like, I want to play with this more. It's like, why don't I run around and hit the ball instead of just like laying on my side and hitting it like an inch, you know?
I, I think they just could have made the story better. Like there has to be a way to write this so it's actually engaging.
I think they should have never done the robot thing. I think the robot
Yeah.
thing's stupid.
Humans makes more sense.
Yeah. Just be a cat in a sunny village and fuck shit up, and then, you know, run away from people that don't like cats, and maybe there's like a kid that wants to shove dynamite under your belly or something, you know? Like, you
So then
gotta
you could
run
do
away from the fucking weird kid.
And you could do other stuff too then. Like you don't have to fight things with a flashlight. You could actually fight it as a cat.
Yeah, where's the cat combat, dude? I want to grab something and rip its insides apart with my hind legs, dude.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing that the cat can't fight those things. All you can do is shake them off or hit them with a black light bulb. Like,
Yeah. No, I want my owner to fucking put his sleeve over his hand and fucking mess with me and me have a
Yeah.
boss fight with the hand. Like, if you're gonna do cat shit, go full out cat shit. You don't have to tack on this story about robots that don't get to see the sun.
yeah, you could have just made it a cat. But is this a better cat game than No More Heroes?
I feel like the cat in No More Heroes does more cat shit. Like,
I don't know.
cause like,
That cat's fat, so
yeah, my cat's fat. It's more relatable.
yeah. So, well, I don't know if it's relatable. That just might mean you're a bad owner. Shut up,
You know, well-fed cat.
Overburdened.
But yeah, that's. I mean, that's really everything. I think it's sick that there is other shit to do as a cat in the game, but I just didn't feel incentivized to do so.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for what it is. It's definitely not a bad game.
Yeah, doing cat shit didn't really get old. Like I did like knocking shit over. I did like running around and scratching walls and stuff. But
Well,
like,
it had more cat shit than I thought it would.
yeah,
Like I didn't think they'd add all like scratch. Like I don't know. They didn't have to add that shit. So I was pretty impressed. They know their cat.
yeah. I hope there's a Stray too with you outside.
I don't know if there needs to be a sequel.
Not really, I guess. Like, there's no need to continue this story.
Well, and even if they make like, it's like, is there really? Do you really need to do more cat shit?
Not necessarily.
It's like, if you want to do cat shit, play the game. It's like I don't need a 10-hour game where I do cat stuff.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna do Hound, where you're a puppy in a junkyard.
That would be a Brad game. Playing, I don't know. I think playing dogs aren't like that though.
Well, it would. I feel like this particular story would make more sense if I was a dog, because you can train dogs to do stuff.
But yeah, but that's what makes like a dog game less funny.
Yeah.
I just think that the idea of this cat just not giving a fuck and kind of just like not being like told what to do, it just kind of happening the way it unfolds while also not giving a fuck is funny. A dog would just be like, I don't know, you command it.
Yeah.
And dogs don't really, I don't know, dogs don't fuck with shit like cats do.
No. Seven.
7.
Yeah, I give it a 7. Off uniqueness alone.
It's an 8.
An 8. That's solid.
There's a robot that does Duster. That's at least 5 points. That is so funny, dude. Me walking into a bar and seeing a robot hit a can of Duster was one of the funniest things I've seen in a game in a long time. I was not expecting that. In a game where you play as a cat, there's inherent abuse.
I wonder if that's on like the ESRB as
It
well.
has to be, dude. He's hitting. Well, but that's the thing. Is he just dusting himself out? Because he is like a computer.
Yeah.
Or, that's what you never know. But he looked pretty fucked up, so.
Well, yeah, a lot of there's like hippie robots and like they're all like pseudo anarchist robot type things. And then like the only bureaucratic like police robots are either standing still or they're drones. It's weird. It's a weird dynamic.
It would have been better if it was fleshed out more. There's good ideas, but you can only flesh shit out so much in like a 4-hour game.
Yeah. I just think they spent their time on the wrong things. Like I want to know who hired this dude to write a story about robots. And it's like cuz it's not like they did a bad job. It's just I don't understand what the what the point was.
It does feel like two different games that they ended up just mashing together because they
Yeah.
had to. Because they couldn't figure out how to make just a fucking cat game, and they couldn't figure out what to do with this robot game.
Yeah.
So they made this, and it worked, but it's definitely flawed.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the story is the biggest disappointment because I've seen this story like 6 or 7 times now, and every single other iteration of the story that I've seen is better.
Yeah, and it's kind of cliche at this point, but
Yeah,
and they don't do anything unique at all, other than it being from the perspective of a cat. But it's not really because it's from the perspective of that annoying robot.
yeah. I'm learning. I'm learning about my past. I liked his antenna wiggling.
Yeah, it was something. That it kind of broke the immersion though, because realistically, the cat's just gonna swat that fucking thing out of the air.
Yeah. Best cat game. That would be the
Yeah, but can
thing.
you name another cat game?
No.
Neither can I. I would literally have to Google cat games,
Yeah.
which means there probably isn't another one.
What's the next one, dude?
You're not gonna be excited.
Okay.
I'm gonna be.
All right.
Some people will be excited. You won't.
I'm waiting with bated breath, dude. At the
It's a Halloween game,
all right.
sort
Yep.
of.
You get October.
It's blasphemous.
Wait. This is oh my god, Dave's cheating. He
It
got
had
to
to be.
you.
It had to be picked. Well, I wanted to play it, and it's Halloween-ish, just lined up. And now we won't. Now he'll stop talking about nightmare creatures.
How the fuck am I gonna beat this game, dude? I'm so bad at games.
Well, you got almost 31 days.
Yeah, I'd beat Baroque if I'm convinced if I could beat Baroque and Blue Dragon and et cetera, I
Well,
could beat
Baro-
Blasphemous.
Blasphemous is kind of hard. Well, you're playing Neo too.
Neo 2 is difficult. I stopped playing Neo 2 for 3 days, went back to it. I couldn't fucking hit a thing, dude. You have to be in that game. But it's one of the best combat systems I've ever played.
I mean, if you can play that, you could probably play Blasphemous.
Yeah.
It's not like it's gonna be fucking crazy hard.
Problem is beating Blasphemous.
Yeah. Well, that's the point.
And I gotta do research. It's like, okay, well, because is Blasphemous a roguelike or a Castlevania? Because it seems
It's
like
it's a,
both.
it's a Metroidvania.
It's a Metroidvania. All right.
The only thing that's different about Blasphemous is in a lot of like Metroidvanias, you're kind of like, oh, you got to go here, but you need to get a key to get to the next area. Don't like lock the door, like Castlevania. You had to
Gotcha.
get like the red
Yeah.
thing to get through the red door. Blasphemous, you can just go anywhere.
All right.
It's like open world in that sense, but
Oh, I can't wait to rip this game apart.
but at least you'll beat it, and then you can. Dave can't say nothing.
Yeah. Because
Because
I
it'll be
got this
beaten.
ongoing joke where fucking we watched a speed run one day and I'm like, I feel like I beat this game, dude. And now I gotta actually fucking beat the game.
Gotta actually play it with no cheese, no fucking cheating, glitching bullshit.
No, I'm probably gonna have to look stuff up, but
That's fine. It's 2023.
yeah.
It is what it is.
God, see, my problem with Blasphemous is that it's like a Metroidvania but slower.
Yeah, it's not because Castlevania you kind of get some movement. Blasphemous, it does have like that Dark Souls
Yeah,
like
in Aria Sorrow, I
parry.
could fly. I was literally flying.
It'll be good though.
All right, closing statements on this on the Kitty Cat game.
Uh, Go Bills.
Yeah, go Bills. 48. We dropping 40 like it's Madden, dude.
Easy.
Easy peasy, dude. All right.